Hello Libra, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and we are doing a December reading today. As always, this is an intuitive general reading for a general Libra audience. Okay. So please take what resonates for you and leave the rest for another Libran. I try to toss out a few examples of how the energy might play out, but not everything here will be for you. I invite you to check out the videos for all of your major astrological placements, so like your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. I've got the Star Maiden Tarot on the table here, as well as the Runes for, Runes for Modern Life rune deck, and the classic Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So let's pull a rune. Pertho, okay. And an oracle card. Oh, well, I guess it's going to be blessed. Okay. Okay, let's start with your rune. Pertho is the rune of mystery and or risk. So there's a couple of ways to interpret this one. One way, kind of the classic way, is that this is the rune of mystery or secrets, and in that sense, it was said that when this rune came up, no further divination should be done, that nothing more could be foretold. It was a sign that it was too mysterious, that there was nothing more to be uncovered. It was a sign from the gods or the spirits that the subject matter or the gods were not willing to release or reveal the mystery. That is one interpretation. I'm not down with that one. Another way to interpret this is that a mystery is about to be revealed in your life. That someone has a secret, or someone uncovers something, or you hear something that unlocks something in your life. And this could be, there's too many Librans watching. I couldn't tell you what it is for you. It'll be different for different Librans, right? It could be a work thing. It could be, a romantic triangle thing. It could happen in too many areas of a person's life to say what it could be. So, but a mystery is about to be revealed that could just be really juicy or unlock something. It could be something along those lines. But the other way that Pertho can work is that, you should trust your intuition, that the mystery is to be revealed is within you. That's another way it can be interpreted. I find kind of all of these ways of looking at Pertho as kind of unsatisfactory, right? They don't kind of answer the question or kind of reveal, they're not what I come to divination for. The interpretation that I vibe with is that risk-taking piece. And that's because Bertha in some schools of thought is equated with a dice cup. And so it was seen as something that people, the old Norse or the old Vikings, would gamble with. So it was seen as an invitation to take a risk, maybe play a game, or have some fun, or, you know, take a shot at something, like tell somebody you're crushing on how you feel, or, you know, apply for that job that you think maybe is your dream job, or is maybe just out of reach for you. This interpretation of Pertho kind of makes more sense to me, to go ahead and take a risk, take a chance. Now, especially because your other oracle card is Blessed, which is the card that something that you hadn't really expected, some good bit of luck, some lovely piece of destiny is on its way to you, is coming to you. So in December, something wonderful and magical you maybe hadn't expected is coming for you. A gift, a relationship, validation, something, some little piece of magic is coming for you. And I want you to hold on to that. Whether or not you know, tell your crush you're into them, I don't know that the response you get is, you know, the one you're hoping for, or if you apply for that job, I'm not saying that this card guarantees you're going to get it or not, but hold on to that reminder that something magical, something blessed is destined for you in this month, because we do see later in the month something to celebrate. Before we get there, I do have to talk about this first week, which is not going to be your favorite. So again, hold on to the reminder that something really wonderful and lovely is coming, because it looks like in the first week there is a disappointment or something that needs to be purged from your life or cut from your life, is ready to be let go. The Ten of Swords is the card of something that has run its course, that maybe once served you, is over with, and it's ready to be let go. And once you do let go of this, this could be something like a job, it could be something like a roommate situation, it could happen in a number of different ways. It could be something like a relationship, I'm sorry to say. But, you know, it does mean that this is a 10, which means it's an ending that comes with a new beginning. So when you let it go, you are freeing up so much energy for something wonderful to begin. And on the other side of this ending, which doesn't look like it's going to be fun or ideal, but it is the dawning of a new day. We see that in the sunrise here. A new day begins, a new chapter begins. And it also frees up, you know, all the worries that were leading up to what was going to happen. You know, you're finally going to be able to free up that mental anguish, that mental energy, all the bandwidth that was going into whatever this was. And Libra, you know, it could happen in a number of different areas of your life, but whatever it is, I'm sure you know what you have to let go of. And my heart goes out to you for whatever it is. It could be a minor disappointment, or it could be something that has taken up a lot of energy. But once we move past it, like I said, it frees up more energy, it frees up more time, it frees up more headspace and heart space for more gifts and more blessings to come in, right? And one of the first things we see once this is kind of, once you're kind of beyond, you have more space in your life, let's say, We have the Three of Pentacles, which is often associated with a workplace validation. Now, I know not everybody who watches these videos has like a traditional job or career situation, but for those of you who do, this could be some sort of workplace recognition, validation, promotion. You could receive a position of a leadership. It'd be something, and maybe not a corner office, though it could be. But you could be getting something like a commission, an extra, few hours, or a bonus, something like that. This could be the end of the year sort of bonus, or a job well done, a title advancement, something along those lines that has to do not just with the end of the year, but with your own accomplishments, with what you've earned, something like that. Now, for those of you that don't have a traditional 9 to 5 or part-time job or whatever, if you're an entrepreneur, this could be a new contract coming in, new orders coming in, a collaboration, something along those lines. If you're a student, maybe you're on the dean's list, you get recognized in some way, maybe you get a TA position offered to you, something like that. If you're retired, this could be a hobby or a special project where you get some kind of recognition, or you could be asked to speak at a Rotary Club, or to some other group that you're interested in, or the neighborhood bake sale or church or other association asks you to take a leadership position or something like that. This typically comes with some sort of recognition for your skills and your talents, right? And the Queen of Cups here is very likely to be somebody like maybe a Cancer, or a Scorpio, or Pisces that has an offer for you. This person could be female, doesn't have to be, but is someone who is likely to be creative and emotional and thoughtful, someone who is a good ally, might have a job or a connection or network, or might just want to work with you, might offer you a position like in their office, or in something like a creative field, like in the play, a choir, something like that. This would be someone who would be fun to work with. This could even be someone like a friend who has just like a part-time job for you, or a few hours, something like that. Now, in the next row, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Again, this could be the sort of thing where you yourself are, the role of the Queen of Pentacles in kind of an entrepreneurial role, or even a hostess type role, where you are industrious, where you are producing, sharing your skills and knowledge or wares either online or at a craft sale, something along those lines. This is paired, that kind of entrepreneurial, hostessy kind of energy is paired with the Four of Wands, which is typically a celebratory card. Not just a party card because we're partying for the holidays, but usually the Four of Wands celebrates some sort of achievement or milestone, like graduating or finishing your finals, and or something like a closing night for a play, or getting engaged, or something like that, a life milestone, or an achievement like completing your dissertation or something like that. So whatever you're completing or selling or showing or producing here could come with this party or launch or celebratory situation. You could be putting together this party, hosting this party, whatever it is. And finally, we have this lovely combo in the last week, the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Again, the Nine of Pentacles has this very sort of independent but industrious nature to it. It's the kind of thing where you're feeling industrious and kind of feathering the nest. That comes up for, again, people who can do the cottage-based industries, who are craftsy, hostessy. Again, this could be you hosting another party. This could be you having sort of wares or doing live streams from your home if you offer your services or demonstrate your crafts from home. For those of you that aren't in that kind of entrepreneurial or live stream mode, this could just be feathering your nest or hosting a party. This is paired with the Knight of Wands. Now, knights tend to bring us an invitation that we need to act on, that we need to make a decision on, that might change something that we're doing. Sometimes they bring us an invitation that we have to act on quickly, which is often the case with the Knight of Wands. So you might receive a last-minute invitation or a last-minute order, again, if you're the entrepreneurial Libra, or a last-minute date or something like that. So take it as it resonates for you. I'm not sure where this blessing is hidden. Again, it's going to be different for different Librans. But except for the first week of December, which has this thing that you need to put to bed, as it were. You need to leave behind to make room for all of this other sort of amazing progress you're making in Libra. You're making in December. But the rest of the month looks really sparkly and full of progress. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Libra. The cards encourage you to take a little risk. Keep an eye out for a little blessing. Make time to celebrate. And decorate for the holidays. The holiday of your choosing, right? In any case, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, I invite you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and check out your other videos. In any case, please take good care. Until next time, bye for now.